Kişiselleştirilmiş deneyimler ve satışların arttırılmasında yapay zeka ajanlarının geleceği konulu konuşmaya geçiyoruz. Konuşmasını yapmak üzere Cambridge Üniversitesi Cambridge Servis Alyans Başkan Yardımcısı Profesör Doktor Muhammed Zaki'ye kocaman alkışlarınızla sahneye davet ediyorum efendim.
Hi, good afternoon. Delighted to be here. Can I ask a question? How many of you have problems with customer services? Raise your hand. All right, that's a good numbers as well. So this is going to be my presentation about, right? So most of organizations have this function to deal with customers. And has to be configured well. And with the use of the AI, we can do things better and make customers more feeling personalized and increase sales. I'm going to go some of the research we've done in this area. One of the key things we found when we talk with organizations, they deal with this function as a cost center. So they're not investing heavily in this function. So if you look into many firms, how many human employees there? It's an average statistics between 15 to 25. And sometimes, as well, they outsource this to another company as well. We did work with company here that is in a manufacturing setting, but also as well sell products and services to a lot of their customers. And what we can see here from this graph, this is a data for 6 months worth of data through one channel, which is a web channel. And this is a conversation of a chatbot interactions between human and customers in this case, and there is some pod configuration as well there. If you look to some of the year between January and June here, one day, you can have a spike of 2,400 conversations coming from customers. That's a big number of conversation come in one channel. So imagine if you have this company has social media channels and other many channels, so that could be X5. If you look how many responses can come from a pot, which is in this case the blue line, or the light blue line, to respond to this inquiry, very low. And go as well to the dark line, which is the human, is even lower. That means a huge number of conversation has been abundant. So customer go to this channel, asking the company a question, and you can see a lot of them have not been responded to. Right. The fact is that we have human employees, as we said, that is looking after this, but also as well as technology and AI. But for an employee to manage, like between 15 to 25 employees, to manage all this load of conversation is insane. They can't do that. Hence, the technology needs to be designed well to enable them and support them in this case. But if you look deeper here into the employee here performance or the agent performance, first of all, we have a lot of issues. One, this is the list of agents in this company, right? What you can see, unequal distribution of the number of conversations that they are responding to. Some of them are good, who are responding quicker. Some of them are lacking behind, right? The second part is what we call it in contact center metrics is first contact resolution. What that means, how many of these conversations the employee managed to resolve from one time. It didn't take them more than one time to enable them to do. And you can see here, a lot of them are not. it's just a small number of these conversations can be resolved from the first time. What that means is customers can come again and again and again. The average session, which is typically 30 minutes, that's the way we calculate it, for each employee to respond is 5 sessions. So it could take from a human agent to respond to customers around 2.5 hours. And why is that? Because they are dealing with many threads. They're not only focusing in one conversation. They have to deal with that 2,000 conversation at the same time. Right? So the question is here, we need to solve this problem. Hence, the agentic AI capabilities that we are hearing and generative AI can step in. And one way we should think about it is actually through that kind of framework. I'm academic, so I have to deal with frameworks, I'm afraid. One of these key things is actually you need to understand, first of all, the data that you are sitting on. So many of your firms has CRM system, has chatbots, has even ticketing systems, has been as well call center, which is phone. All these data can help you, first of all, to build agentic, to help conversation analytics capability, to understand what typically customers are asking about. What are their pain points? And what will be the right solutions to respond to them better? And I think the second key agentic capability that you can build on is you have to admit whatever you are trying to configure in the customer service here, it has to be configuration between human and AI capability. And this is because of the issue that we talked a little bit before. The number of conversation is very high. So you need the two solutions. One, to train the AI capability to resolve some of the issues that it's been trained to resolve. And when it comes to the complex issue, now you can routing it to the human or the right human person that can respond to the customers. One key thing is not all humans have the same skills. And traditionally, we deal with all our human agents in this case as if they have the same skill and they have to respond in specific ways. This is why we found a lot of these responses coming as scripted. Right? It's a copy and paste. You can see different agents has the same message as it is. And this is why? Because they don't have time. They have to respond quicker in these cases. The third aspect is customer asks sometimes about complex inquiries. We need to retrieve this information quicker. And this is, again, the help of agentic AI capability can help and go retrieve information and suggest it to the human agent quicker, or the AI agent can respond based on this. And I think it will come now to the responding capability. Now we are talking, how many of us using ChatGPT? A lot of us, are we? Right? Why ChatGPT become popular? Because of generative part become human-like interaction. And now you can leverage this technology to enable you to come up with that human language. We are human. Customers are human. They want to deal with in a personalized way. And when we talk about service, service is about how to become empathetic and more service-oriented to your customers in general. Lastly, you need to understand which of these conversations was successful. And that's you can train your future AI that this is a successful case. And this can enable automation to be incremented and improved better. Let me show you some examples here. So a lot of company comes to me and saying, oh, customer doesn't give us a lot of feedback. But you have customer service. Customer comes to customer service when they have issues. This is your feedback. Analyze this data set, you will understand where are the customer pain points are. Right? You can see from this example, the customer has been there for 3 times, since this, waiting someone to respond to them, and is starting to have some friction with the firm. One key thing, some of your companies are selling products through these channels. Think about telecom, for example. Think about e-commerce and manufacturing companies, right? So customer can use web chat, can use call center to inquire about your products and services. And what we realized in one of these data sets and one of these interaction with company, there is revenue leakage when it comes to the customer service. Because firm doesn't configure it right when it comes to selling products and services. So in this case, for example, when we looked at customers that inquire about product and services and offers can reach to 316 million. And this is not accounted, and many of them, if you look in the deeper details, mostly non-resolved by the human agent. So it's a revenue leakage inside your firm, and you don't know why the company doesn't act on it. And without the analytics capability, you will not get this conclusion. So the second part, if you go deeper dive into some of customers said, cancel order. I don't want to buy from you anymore because of human agent didn't go in a conversation dialogue with the customers. We found it reached to 5 million evident that the customers say, I want to buy and I want to cancel by the end of the conversation. Right? You can see this from example, but probably the time will not allow us to go deeper in this. Now, you have the opportunity either to train your human agent to become a sales agent, right? Or you train your AI to become your sales agent, or recommend to the human what will be the right response to enable you to have a sales conversation with your customer, especially the customer that come and ask about products and services, right? And some of them we found, customer, for example, asking, I would like a refrigerator, with these details. And then the human agent saying, oh, sorry, sir, it's not available. If you respond very short like this, you're not in a sales conversation. Imagine yourself as a sales, right? If this product is not available, you have to offer alternative to your customers and build that conversation dialogue until they buy from your company. Otherwise, they will go and find it somewhere else in general. So, hence we're starting to think about how AI now can get with this key dimension of conversational dialogues. So, in this case, quality of information has to be on top of priority to configure this AI to provide the details that the customer needs. Second, you have to customize your products and service to the need of your customers. So some of the customers are asking, my room, for example, is this size. Can this product fit in this room? Right? Now you need to go and have the knowledge and the right response whether this product that you're going to be offering is the right things for your customers or not. More importantly, exclusiveness. We like to be dealt as in an exclusive club. So this is personalized offers, for example, discounts if the customer is quite loyal or existing customer that we have inside our firm. Also, from the customer service side, so that's a sales conversation, from the customer service side, we need to go away from scripted responses. Because when I come to customer service, I'm already fumed from service failure. I'm coming to you, inquire about a failure in service delivery. And sometimes I'm emotionally loaded as well. I'm frustrated, I'm shouting, I'm starting to say why this happened to me, and etc. And traditionally, customer service agents respond in a cold way and a scripted way. Now, the purpose of the AI to help you to personalize and become empathetic in situation when the customer's really emotionally loaded. When it comes now to databases, and knowledge retrieval, whether you pass that knowledge to the AI or you pass that knowledge to the human agent, you need to think about different architectures, where we call it the agentic retrieval augmented generation capabilities, or the knowledge graph augmented generation capability, which is, in essence, for people who's not familiar with this, is the new databases where this large language model can understand and retrieve information and respond quicker. In the case that we worked with, this company had more than 20 million products. No way if customer asks about a product, a human agent will have this information in his or her head. You need a capability to go and retrieve this information quicker. And with this new architecture that's coming in our world, this could happen now. And it becomes easier to go and build that to the human agent as a recommended response or to the AI to pass it straight away. Think about sales conversation. Here is an example. A customer come and ask, what types of fully automatic machines do you have? And we did experiment with human agent. This is the response of the human agent. Very quick, provide the information and that's it. That's not a sales conversation. If you look to the AI model, starting to leverage the conversation, dialogue and style, customization, quality of information, right? Diversify different products that the customer need. And that can help to inject that the customer go with the sales dialogue with you in this case. Customers comes with different profile behavior, and we know that from marketing, right? Some of them in time pressure, because he wants to buy that product now. They are moving from houses, for example, and they need this product quicker. How to deal with these customers and provide them the right experience very well. Versus some of them come for stimulated products, discounts, based on your marketing campaign. That's a completely different way to deal with these type of customers, etc. Hence, the AI capability can straight away, based on the existing profile of customer that you're developing inside your organization, can help you to define what will be the right response for these customers with each customer profile. I heard the Meta person spoke about Llama and spoke about open source. You need to have different strategies in these things. Some organizations look for models like OpenAI and etc. to have the best quality, if you like, responses. But there is an opportunity as well to do fine-tuning with these open source models, right? So you can have the response being trained by this closed source, but then you are actively trying to fine-tune and train your open source model to enable you to respond. And I did this deliberately. I'm originally from Egypt, so we've done some work with some companies there, even with multi-language and Arabic languages work, yeah, with kind of 86% accuracy if you can live this in your industry. This is for static responses. But when it comes to dynamic responses, you need more models, what we call it reinforcement learning. And in essence, these are agents that learn from these dynamic capabilities. Okay. Probably I'm running out of time, but we did some experimentation with these AI models, and we have some great results. So we took this AI model, we experimented with this company who suffered from that channel, that their customer satisfaction level was 22%. By applying this capability and technology, their customers saw improvement in responses and reached to 73 and 80% at the moment. So customers started to become happy from the responses, you know, from a previous kind of engagement interaction was 22. Also sales starting to increase. We're starting to get from this channel around $12,000 or $13,000 based on the sales conversation style that coming from AI. For human agents that working there as well, their efficiency gain is starting to increase. You remember their first time resolution metric that I mentioned before, now starting to become in 12 minutes, they can solve problems with the customers. That's all. Thank you so much for me. And this is my recent book as well that has been published recently that have some of these use cases if you're interested. But also the publisher is giving 30% discount as well if you would like to buy based on hear the conference that we have here. Thank you so much.
We have a gift for you. Yeniden hediyemizi de takdim edelim konuşmacımıza. Bu bölümde de yine AYPA Başkanımız Sayın Zafer Küçükşabanoğlu ve AYPA Londra temsilcimiz Sayın Ulaş Mallı'yı alkışlarınızla sahneye davet ediyoruz. Evet efendim, daha teknik kısımlarla, datalarla, verilerle anlatıldı. Bu bölümde de yapay zekanın önemi